This video is sponsored by Theraflu, Express Max, Severe Cold and Flu. No, I'm just kidding, but I have been feeling like shit lately. Been testing negative. Everything's good there. Been still kind of isolating myself. But it is a chilly day here in Dallas, Texas. So I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to do a camera collection video. Now, I'm not the biggest camera collector, but I do have a few cameras that I can show off. So yeah, sit tight and we'll get into it. Okay, to begin the list, we are gonna start with this bad boy, the Nikon F3. So this is an amazing camera. Whenever I think of film photography, analog photography, this is pretty much the design that I kind of view when I think of a film camera. But it's a great overall camera to have for many different reasons. So it has a really good light meter in the camera, which means it's great for beginner photographers, but also it is such a good camera with great glass options that even a pro can stick with this camera. So this can be your one and only film camera that you will ever need. Now, obviously, once you get into photography, you're gonna learn that there's a lot of options out there and a lot of things that you wanna try. And that's why there are so many film collection or camera collection videos out there, because once you buy one, you wanna try the rest. But overall, this is a great camera. Great option to begin with, to start with, to end with. Your whole analog cycle can begin and end with this Nikon F4, but this is just the beginning of it. Let's hop over to the next one. Okay, so next in line is this bad boy, my Polaroid camera that shoots 600 film. Yeah, I mean, not much to say. I mean, it's a Polaroid camera. There's a lot out there. There's probably some that are better than mine, but this was given to me as a gift by a good friend, and I really enjoy using it. So whether you're going out to parties, hanging out with friends, or even doing some type of photo shoot, it's always fun to have this around, just to have those memories in a physical form right away. But yeah, Polaroid. Next camera up is a familiar face. So we got the Pentax IQ Zoom 120Mi. You already know. If you watch my videos, you already know. But I love this camera. I've expressed it before. I've done a whole video, 2 videos with this camera. So not much else to say. Great choice, budget-ish camera to have, point and shoot. Yeah, watch my videos. I'll link them down there, or I'll put a link somewhere so you can watch them. Okay, next up is my Leica mini zoom point and shoot camera. To be honest, that's all I have to say about this camera. I mean, it looks cool, it's pretty, it's Leica, but that's pretty much it. Most of the time I'm gonna be reaching for my Pentax IQ Zoom when I need a point and shoot. I mean, it's like a fifth of the price, but it feels way more sturdy than the Leica. It feels like a hard, like metalish frame, aluminum maybe, compared to the Leica, which is more of a plastic frame. And I just feel like the pictures come out better off of the Pentax. But yeah, still love you, Leica. Okay, whatever. So next up to bat is the big boy. We got the Pentax. Ooh, 645. Was the Charizard in the back just to keep the heat up. This is not the most popular medium format camera from what I've seen. I mean, people tend to go towards Mamiya, Hasselblad, or a Pentax 6.7. Not much love out there for the 645, but I will say this is a great camera. Especially with this lens that most of them come with. It's a 45 or 75 2.8, which is kind of similar to like 40 something millimeter, if you're thinking about it like in a like 35 millimeter aspect. But I mean, it's great colors, sharp. It's just weird to handle. The buttons are very odd. There's different versions that offer autofocus and like dials, like they're gonna make some improvements. But overall, I mean, you're not gonna go wrong with this camera. If you're looking around, we're all gonna be picky when we're trying to consider our first medium format camera. But trust me, I mean, if you know what you're, or if you like what you're doing and you trust yourself as a photographer, you're gonna be able to make some good photos with this camera, guaranteed. So don't think you're gonna make better photos with something else, because it's all in here and not in here. Cut that. All right. Okay, so my next camera, it might come to a surprise, but it's actually my most used camera as of recent. It's my GoPro 7 Black. I am in love with this camera. It shoots 4K. It's like perfect for vlogging as long as you keep your finger off of the microphone. Shoots 4K. I mean, I wouldn't say use it for photos, maybe you can, but I should love it for videos. Like if you just want to document stuff, I feel like I could make like some type of like short film with just this camera. I make reels for Instagram, so you just hold it vertical like this, and yeah, you just record, and it's cool having that really wide perspective. But yeah, GoPro Black 7, great fucking camera, great tool to have if you're some type of video maker or just want to start doing some type of video stuff. I really like this camera. Alrighty, so this next camera, a little bit different. It's the camera that I've had the longest. It's actually the only camera that I've never used in my possession. So I am gonna introduce you to the Canon ELPH Sport point and shoot film camera for underwater photography, sports photography. Has autofocus, flash. But yeah, I mean, I got this camera back in like 2012. I was just really attracted to this camera. I love the color green. It's like my favorite color, but the design was so different that I just had to buy it. And I never used it because, I mean, back then I was more into digital and not too much into film, even though I did have my film phase when I first got into photography. But it's just the battery used was so foreign to me. And then what really caused me not to use this camera is the type of film that it uses. So this camera uses this type of film. This is APS film. I think it stands for Advanced Photo System, maybe. But yeah, it came out like in the late 90s. I think 96. Here's some more I have of it. But yeah, it didn't last very long. I guess it didn't really get picked up like crazy. I think it was made to replace 110 film. I could be wrong about that, but I think I read it somewhere. But yeah, I don't know where I would get this developed. I have no idea how to even use it. I don't even want to learn how to use it. And I just held on to it for so long. So I actually do have it on my Depop page. I'll kind of show you my username. Check me out if you're interested in buying it. But yeah, this brings us over to my final camera which I am using right here. So what I'm gonna do is, boom, this right here is my Sony a7R2, I think. Yeah, this is my primary digital camera, video camera outside of my GoPro. Yeah, I mean, I've had this camera for like maybe a year and a half, 2 years maybe. Yeah, probably 2 years. And yeah, I mean, I love it. Sony's cool. I was always a Canon head, and then I kind of transitioned over to Sony, kind of fell for the hype. But I mean, it's a cool camera. I mean, any cameras nowadays, full frame, digital cameras that are coming out, they're all gonna be great. This one's a little bit older, but it still holds up. But yeah, shout out to Sony. Okay, so that was my camera collection. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Maybe not. Hope so. But yeah, appreciate the support. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe, keep watching. Let me know what you want to watch in future videos. I got a couple things lined up, a couple things planned out. But this is MF Doom. MF Dude, rest in peace, MF Doom. I am out.